All right, if it's Tuesday, that can mean it is time for one thing and one thing only, and that means it's time for the craft and business of making comics. My name is Buddy Scalera, and as you can see from my background, I am dialing in from a secret remote location somewhere in New Jersey, and I hope that we make it through this awesome blogospherus plotus castus thing. But I'm going to bring on my partner and great writer, 3-time Emmy Award winning writer, Mike. I'm sure I completely flubbed that intro. Let's just give you a little round of applause. You see those strategically placed behind you. Well done. Hey, listen, you want them, you show them off. If I had an award, I would show it off.
Maybe you could make one for yourself and then show it off.
I don't know if that's I don't know if it rolls the same way. But Mike, tonight we did a whole bunch of really serious shows, like back to back, doing a lot of teaching. And we needed a little bit of a palate cleanser, a little bit of fun stuff to remind us why we love the comic books so much.
All right, let's hear what you got.
So, Mike, as usual, I did not give you any information about the show in advance other than what you saw on Twitter. So, Mike, you are literally informed in real time what we're going to be doing on Twitter, right?
Yep. Why should I pay attention to what we plan on doing?
Yeah. So do you have, do we have comments already coming? It looks like there's already people actually having comments.
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
Witness protection in New Jersey. That's right, Andrew Campbell. We protect our own.
Look at that. 3 Emmys, real humble like.
I wouldn't be humble if I had 3. I wouldn't have.
If I had 4, then I'd really be humble.
Yeah. Not by surely, said the person who worked at the Barnes and Noble around the block from my house. All right, Mike. Oh, Mike, we've got our Australian there.
There we go. Good day, Andrew.
Oh, thank goodness the audience is very tolerant. Mike, so tonight we're going to look at 7 super fun covers. I don't know why 7, but I just thought it was a nice number. And I am a guy that I will buy a comic and save it just based on the cover. Will you do that?
Now, do you have all these covers, or did you just know about them and look them up?
Some of them I indeed do have and own and continue to own, even if I've never cracked open the cover to read it. I just like the cover.
That's good, but I don't know why you wouldn't read it if you bought it.
I don't know. I just sometimes what does he say there?
I think 2 of those are pencil sharpeners, and I've been in New Jersey so long I cannot live anywhere. Oh, Glenn, you gotta get out of Jersey.
Spread your wings, Glenn. All right, so Mike, we're gonna go through 7 super fun covers. You ready, my friend?
Yes, launch in. Do it.
All right, so 7 super fun covers, and I will have you know, I know that you probably think a professional graphic designer did these slides, but nay, it was me.
Really?
I know. You look at this and you think
that's impressive. And you're in a hotel room, so it must have been even more impressive.
It is impressive. But okay, so from number 7, World's Finest Comics from 1951. World's Finest number 53. What I love about this cover is this woman is in real danger as her canoe's about to go over. They've created a small bridge with stepping stones, but Superman can fly.
He can fly. Batman has his grappling hook as well.
Grappling hook, and they're holding on to what looks like a dead tree, too.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't Superman just go and be like, hold on, guys, I got this.
Well, even more dangerous of her going over in the canoe is that she's standing up in the canoe.
Right. She's standing up at the canoe. There's no oar. The thing is about to go over. And yet I would have to say this is one of my favorites because of just from the visual design, like the capes are blowing, her sash is blowing, and Superman holding on to that dead tree really says to me, he's in it. Like, he's not going to use his superpowers to save this woman who might be facing impending death. You're just going to have to read the issue to find out.
Yeah. See, I want to know what happens. Why is all this happening?
She dies at the end. She dies at the end. She's crashed and dashed against the rocks and dies a bloody, horrible death. You have to read it because I can't see the comments right now.
Plus, who lets Robin rescue anyone? That's true. Superman is probably too humble to fly.
Too too humble. He's like, I don't want to show off around you guys. All right, so Mike, that was number 7. Let me see if I could switch the view.
That's impressive for number 7. I would I hope the other 6 must
just
be
gets
even
better. Let me just see if this is a little better. So a little bigger.
Yeah, that's better.
That's a little better. All right, so that's 7. Let's go to number 6. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I hate this. I had to. Oh, there you go. Number 6 is a tie because they both had to do with nuns, Mike. And I am just absolutely. I got to tell you, I own this Geronimo Jones cover because you must have had to have done something pretty bad for a nun to pull a gun on you.
That's true. But look at,
you know
look at that first
what
one.
did Geronimo Jones do that caused the nun to go, all right, I'm pulling a gun on you? And like the gun is, the nun's hip in it, right? She's like right there at the hip.
If I had to guess, I would say that that's not a real nun, but it could be. I don't know. You didn't read the issue, so I don't know.
I own the issue, but I didn't read it. And then I will tell you, it is a tie. DC Young Love has some fantastic covers, but really this one trumps it all with this guy pressuring a nun. Read the caption. Read what he's saying to her.
What did he do? None of our business. That's a good one, Andrew.
No, but read the dialogue of the blonde guy.
I know you love me. Admit it.
Talk about pressure. I mean, you know what? Pressuring a nun, and she doesn't look happy. She doesn't look willing in this moment.
As if there's a nun who isn't packing. That's true. That is very true. Got to be careful, those nuns.
Yeah, so I kind of thought this one was a tie, Mike. So I thought these were both terrific. They were both within about a year of each other. The one on the right is 1972. The one on the left is 1973. Definitely classics. I do love the caption. It is the veil of love. Like just a little play. She's wearing a veil. It's the veil of love. But I will tell you, she doesn't look into this moment. He's got his hands on her shoulder. I don't feel like this comic cover has aged well.
Probably not. See, these are ones that I would like to have and read to figure out what's exactly happening.
I would too, because he's kind of dreamy.
They are ready for the Lord and to send Yor to meet him.
But I just think that the way the nun is holding the gun is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
She looks like she's clearly shot somebody already. On the bottom, she's pointing to somebody on the ground, and he's like, but sister, I'm innocent.
Yeah, well, as it says in the little caption below, like, what trouble has Geronimo become involved in?
And you want to see bottom right corner. Okay, so you ready for number 5, Mike?
Yep.
We're going to go through this fast. I maybe should have put a few more covers in here.
Maybe you should have gone with 8 instead of 7.
All right, so I absolutely love this cover. Robin's like, look, a picture of Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. Ace has discovered our secret identities, and Batman's like, yes, he's getting too good. He's getting to be too good of a detective. So what I love here is there's a couple of things that are going on. So number 1, Ace, completely blank stare. He's got the dead stare. He's just brought a picture up to them of the two of them, and he's like, I'm putting this right here for you because I know. I want you to know that I know. He's not even looking at him. He's just like, I'm just putting this right here. And then the other thing is what bothers me is that like Robin is like, oh, look at that, Batman. But like Batman's, well, it's a little ominous. Yes, he's getting to be too good a detective. Like, what are they planning to do with Ace, the Bat Dog?
I don't understand why Ace the Bat Dog has a mask on.
No. Why does Ace have a mask on? Why did he find that photo of the two of them?
But obviously Ace lives with them, so he would know who they are.
Right. Like you put that mask on that dog and nobody's like, who's the short ward with the big guy and can't possibly be Batman, Robin, and Ace.
Doesn't Ace take over the book for a time? I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. I didn't read the issues. I just love the covers.
No, that must be, he wears the mask because he looks so cute. Right.
Gatilla, I would agree with that.
So you don't know his secret doggy identity. But is it really hard or easy to tell dogs apart? It's not. They all kind of look the same.
What any commentary, Mike? I love the body language on Ace. Like he's just come forward and he doesn't even look at him. He's like to drop the microphone moment. He's just like, I'm bringing
He's
this.
Like,
to
I know.
I know, and we need to talk.
But this is the return of the Bat Hound. Oh, so where was he?
Well, he was doing research, and now he's too good of a detective.
I guess.
All right, so that was 1956. All right, let's go to the next cover.
That's true. I
Spoken like a cat person, Mike. This is another one that I doubt would age well in today's sensitive. But I do own this issue, and in this issue, Superman does become, and I am just reading off the cover. This is not editorializing. He becomes a super fatso.
How did he become a super fatso?
You're just going to have to read the issue. I honestly don't remember, but I do remember thinking, hey, they pulled it through. Now, the thing that always blew me away, I didn't really think about it, was I don't know why the middles are sucking in towards his midsection. They're kind of like collapsing and the top is popping out. Shouldn't it pop out from the middle? But I'm not sure. But I did buy this issue thinking I have to find out about the 2-ton Superman.
Yeah, I would guess. Oh, well, we got another guess here. Pork rinds.
Grinds.
I would guess that it's probably some sort of kryptonite, like red kryptonite that did it to him. But why would he go
into red Twizzlers? Red Twizzlers.
He's going into a phone booth that's all glass. First of all.
Well, and here's the thing. It is now. It would just be politically incorrect for anybody to even pull this up on a show as an example of a classic cover. And we wouldn't do that because we're more sensitive than that.
Yes. That's why.
But I did buy this issue.
Well, see, these are all we should do a show where you read these issues and come back and give us a review and a little breakdown of them.
Is it not enough that I planned the whole show, put the slides together? You need more work from me?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
All the superfoods. Look at that.
He got stung by a super bee.
Yeah.
So is he super allergic? Well,
we'll have to read it and find out. Someone else can read it out.
That we need answers to.
We will get answers. Okay, so Mike, before we go to the last three, I'd like to go into a bonus round because I did go with more than 7. So what are your favorite covers? I'm going to ask a few people what are their favorite covers and just let them pop up real quick. And then I'm going to give you 2 bonus covers and then get to the last 3. So if anybody has any favorite covers, put them into the chat and then we will, I don't know, no promises. Maybe we'll pull them up in a future episode. Mike, anybody chatting? Because I can't see. Let me go
Nobody's
back.
chatting. We left off with Glenn saying that he was super allergic.
All right. So in the meantime, this was a recalled comic cover. Not entirely sure how or why it was recalled, but I think you can guess. But for those of you of impure mind, when Alf is yelling, "So hurry up already!" and that poor seal does not look consensual on that Alf cover. It doesn't look like the seal's having as much fun. Do you think, Mike?
No, obviously not. Apparently, though, no animals were harmed during the making of the cover.
No, but was Alf an animal?
We're all animals, bud. We're all animals.
We're all dying.
Andrew has a Deadpool Volume 1, number 11.
All right. Well, we'll look into that, Mike. We'll take a note of that and then promptly forget it at the end of the show.
You're not gonna find
At least we admit it.
Yeah.
So, Mike, they did recall this one. If you ever find it at a flea market or something, it's a couple $100 book because some people thought it to be a little bit suggestive in nature.
So apparently you don't have this one.
I don't have this one, but if I do, it will be the crown jewel of the collection. All right. Now I have one more bonus before we get to the final 3, Mike. You want to make a drum roll noise?
Can you hear this?
Oh yeah, got it. Good. This one is from a magazine. Really, I don't have it, but I do adore it. It is called Man's Life. It's just really specific. It's like Man's Life But I love this. This is what I love, which is chewed to bits by giant turtles. Number one, those don't look like giant turtles to me. They just look like regular sized turtles.
Yeah, well, they do look regular, but they do look like snapping turtles, which can be very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous, but chewed to bits by giant turtles. Somebody was just having an off month. They were like, what do we got for the cover of Man's Life? He's like, what if they were chewed to death by giant turtles? Number one, turtle's got a shell. What's he doing with the knife? What's she doing? Right? What's she doing? She's just laying back in the water like it's nothing.
She lost a lot of blood. Those turtles really went to town.
They are. They're on the back of his neck. I don't own any of these magazines, but like I want to read this issue. Can you read that out loud?
There's one with ferrets, a lot of ferrets.
So if you were to have this issue of Man's Life, you could read an article about San Antonio, home of Texas's Love Happy Girls.
Okay.
You could read about Belly Up Dead.
I don't know what that is, but
I don't know either. You can read about my favorite ED, masculine inadequacies that drive women nuts. And mine doesn't drive them nuts in a good way, Mike. I'm like, I've got this thing and it takes a pill. It's a little blue pill and women go nuts over it, but I don't think in a good way.
Well, it depends on the situation.
That's right. And then, of course, the Chewed to Bits by Giant Turtles. Again, not a comic book, but what a cover, Mike. I mean, this guy's he's doing the fight.
Again, I would like to read this issue and see what's going on. Why are the turtles attacking?
Why are the turtles attacking? Why are they perceived as giant turtles? That one turtle's like flying back on his back. He doesn't look very scary.
No. He's got a lot of blood on him, though.
And really, Mike, like, do you need to fight that hard? Don't turtles move kind of slowly? I mean, wouldn't it be?
They move very slow, and that water doesn't look that deep. He could just walk out of it.
Yeah, he could be like, come on, let's go. We got to go. They'll catch up.
Where's his shirt?
Where's his shirt? Why did his shirt rip like that? Okay. All right, ready now. Number 3, this one, can you read the dialogue for me, Mike?
Let's see. Betty says, Archie, did you have any trouble rescuing me? Archie says, I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys.
This
one wasn't recalled for that.
This one was not recalled, but to Archie Comics credit, I read an article about this cover, and they are planning a facsimile edition. Because it is such a sought-after cover for its spicy double entendre. He did beat up 3 guys, but I think the phrasing of he beat off 3 other guys.
Yeah, is there some sort of other alliteration there when he's walking on the water and the other guys are in waist deep?
Mike, you're seeing things that aren't there, but you know what? It could be he's a Jesus figure. I don't know, but. This is a beauty.
Hack Slash made a cover inspired by this 16 years ago. I don't know who Hack Slash is.
Hack Slash was a really fun indie comic book. So I'd like to see that. We have to do an episode just on homage covers. Why does Greg keep saying "But Beyond the Unknown"?
Beyond the Unknown. I just pulled it up again.
What is that all about?
I guess it's a cover from Beyond the Unknown, number 23.
Either that, or he's like, I got to three
guys in a row. That's Clark's reference.
All right, this one is creepy. Marvel did not have a lot of like awkwardly funny titles, but this one promises the weird tales of the wee males. In Captain America number 69, I should note.
Oh.
And he is tied down a la Gulliver's Travel, except that giant extra large hand appears to be reaching towards his nether regions.
Yeah, that's not good. Greg,
like who thought like this is a good idea? Oh, Greg included a link because I am
awesome. A link. There's no link.
Nice. All right. Ready, Mike, for what I think to be is the number 1 fun cover for the night. I am going to call this one Challengers of the Unknown number 11. I do not yet own this, and I plan to get it in my collection because I love that there is a flying triceratops with purple wings who looks very concerned as an alien is shooting at humans, the challengers themselves, with I-beams. They are the creatures from the Forbidden World. This cover cheers me up every time I see it.
I'm very interested in this. I hope you get this copy because I want to read it.
My birthday is coming up, and this month in October is my birthday, and I might treat myself to this cover. There's so much going on here. It's almost like they just were like, let's just keep adding more stuff.
They should have put Alf in this cover.
So that, to me, Mike, this is a quintessential DC Comics cover, not played for laughs, played straight, with a great underlying message, which is you too can invade the earth with your I-beams if you have a flying triceratops.
Well, who couldn't? Who couldn't?
So that's all I got, Mike.
Need.
Hold on, I got to see what Greg says is from Beyond the Unknown.
Oh, I hear typing.
Hold on, I'm trying to see what Greg was talking about here. Oh, I see. He was giving us his favorite cover. This is a pretty gosh darn good cover, Mike. I'm gonna share this, and I'm sorry that I didn't include it. So we may have to do a follow-up episode with some additional, maybe just the DC Gorilla ones. Here's the gorilla saying, "Hand over those other two books. When I read these 3 novels, I'll conquer the world." What's going on with that ad? There you go.
All he needs
is that a beautiful cover, Mike? I mean, that is just a beautiful cover.
He's got Treasure Island, Moby Dick, and what's the other one?
Robinson Crusoe.
So those 3 are like the secret to him conquering the universe.
And, you know, he's a gorilla. He's huge. Why does he have a pistol?
He's got a... I didn't even see...
Like isn't a gorilla in a library plenty scary? Now you're like a gorilla in a library with Treasure Island and a pistol who's going to take over the world.
That's true. What does he need books for? He's a gorilla with a gun.
Mike, I think he's a gorilla with a gun.
I guess you can't take over the world with just a gun. You need those books. The nun gave it to him.
Read what Michael gave. The nun gave it to him. That is right.
Also, disregard the language master of space at your peril.
So, Mike, I only had 7, but I did give you a little bit of extra. I'm going to ask if anybody's going to want to volunteer additional issues. I know that Greg gave us the one. Somebody had given us Deadpool number. Hold on, let's just do that Deadpool number 11 since we're here. Deadpool 11. Oh yeah, this is a great cover. But let's pull it up.
You should have asked for this in advance, and then they could have just given you all the covers. Wouldn't have to do any work.
Listen, if I were organized and I cared enough, I might have. This is a great cover and a great issue.
Oh, the old Spidey cover.
Yes, but he does an amazing spoof on it, and it's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It was Joe Kelly doing amazing things with Deadpool and just wonderful. So yes, a great cover. But also, Mike, we have to get into homage covers like this where we do an homage. In fact, on my final slide, and before we say goodbye to everybody, I do want to show that my homage cover real quick. So we are close to 11,000 followers. This like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody ever noticed. What is that cover an homage to, Mike? Do you know?
That is to Superman.
Action Comics number 1.
Action Comics number 1, yeah.
Not Superman. It's not Superman 1. I love homage comics. Yeah, anything that you... What was that?
He wasn't Superman then. He was called Action Comics.
It was Action Comics number 1 featuring Superman. That's right. So that's it, Mike. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. It'll be a short episode because I'm in a hotel room. So my link did not go through. No, it did not go through.
Thanks, Glenn. Next time, next week.
Let us know what you guys want to do. We're still planning on doing some lead up to New York Comic Con, which is this month. We are not doing official comic book school panels, but we will be participating in panels. We'll be giving you those details shortly. And that's it.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. So good night, everybody. We'll have a good one. We got some surprises coming up. Mike's been working on the videos. Make sure you go to the channel and look at the shorts that Mike has been editing. Those shorts right there, let's just, for Mike's hard work. Let's just say that stuff is not as easy as Mike makes it look.
Oh.
All right, guys. See you next time. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.